The University System of Georgia, often called the USG, has resources that specifically support your work in accessibility and supporting your students. We will provide information about each resource and the acronyms they are known by. What is the University System of Georgia? The USG is part of the community in each of Georgia's 159 counties. The USG governs our institutions and the Georgia Public Library Service and Georgia Archives. The USG is comprised of 4 research universities, 4 comprehensive universities, 9 state universities, and 9 state colleges. The USG does not include the technical colleges in Georgia. The Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia was created in 1931. The Board of Regents, or BOR, oversees the public colleges and universities that comprise the University System of Georgia. Today, the Board of Regents is composed of 19 members, 5 of whom are appointed from the state at large, and 1 from each of the state's 14 congressional districts. The board elects a chancellor who serves as its chief executive officer and the chief administrative officer of the university system. The board has advisory committees for each academic discipline and administrative function. The purpose of these committees is to advise the board on proposed new policies and policy changes. The committees are also instrumental in the planning and execution of policy implementation. These committees meet at least annually with the USG liaison present to hear committee recommendations and to discuss the plans of the university system. The liaison office within the BOR that supports disability services on each campus is the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Let's take a closer look at the resources within the USG. They are the Regents Administrative Committee on Disability Services, RACDS, Regents Center for Learning Disorders, RCLD, the Board of Regents Annual Report, Center for Inclusive Design and Innovation, CIDI, and Association on Higher Education and Disability, AHED, along with the Georgia chapter, Georgia AHED. RACDS stands for Regents Administrative Committee on Disability Services. All disability services representatives within the University System of Georgia can participate in this group. However, only one disability services representative from each of the USG institutions is authorized to vote on committee business. RACDS meetings center on keeping up with university system policies and procedures and updates or changes in the field. They provide training in specific areas to enhance knowledge and keep you abreast of current topics happening in access and disability services. RACDS has written professional standards and bylaws. The group serves as a way for DSPs to build professional relationships between different colleges and universities throughout the state. RACDS meetings are held 3 times a year, usually in the fall, spring, and summer semesters. Members are notified of upcoming meetings through email and the RACDS listserv. Leadership of the RACDS consists of a chair and a secretary that are elected annually. The RACDS is the official collective link DSPs have to connect with the leadership of the USG Board of Regents. RACDS has a collection of welcome messages highlighting many of the resources the USG provides. You should be receiving these as a new member of the USG. The RACDS listserv mentioned earlier is a networking tool for DSPs to connect with other professionals and other institutions within the University System of Georgia through email. The listserv is a great way for DSPs to ask questions and receive feedback. Add your name to the listserv by contacting the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs Office. The mission of the University System's Disability Services offices is to comply with and satisfy federally mandated laws by facilitating equal physical, academic, and programmatic access for students with disabilities in higher education. To support the mission of Disability Services offices, the program and professional standards were created by the RACDS in 2010 and updated in 2016 to reflect the current state of disability services. The program and professional standards are available on the USG Student Affairs website. College is challenging. The obstacles are many and include increased academic demands and decreased support. For some students, anxiety or depression compromise learning. For a growing number, learning disabilities and ADHD, previously addressed with the supports of parents and teachers, seem insurmountable within the college environment. Frequently, students are unable to pinpoint the cause of their struggles. The RCLDs can help. The RCLDs provide affordable evaluation and support services to students. The RCLD team specializes in the assessment of learning difficulties, the identification of supports, resources, and accommodations, and the guidance needed to put students back on the road to success. Some assessment services provided include learning disabilities, ADHD, autism spectrum disorders, acquired brain injuries, anxiety, depression, and other disorders that impact performance in the educational environment. Established in 1993 by the University System of Georgia, USG, the three Regents Centers for Learning Disorders, RCLD, have become leaders in college disability evaluation, outreach, and research, while positively impacting the lives of thousands of college students with learning challenges. A comprehensive center, the RCLDs provide psychological testing and individualized reporting and feedback, identification of academic accommodations and supports, research to inform professionals and practices, and outreach and training for students, professionals, and families. With core values of equality, advocacy, and stewardship as their guides, the RCLD has become synonymous with exemplary standards. With centers located at Georgia State University, Georgia Southern University, and the University of Georgia, the three RCLDs compose the only statewide college learning assessment system in the nation. You may determine which RCLD area your school is part of by going to the Regents Center for Learning Disorders website. Within the USG, you'll find useful systems, support, and networks that assist you in your work. Along with that support comes a responsibility our state uniquely benefits from: the Board of Regents Annual Report, or BOR Annual Report for short. Each DSS office submits one report per year, typically led by the lead DSS staff member from each institution, although the entire DSS staff may be involved with data collecting and reporting. The BOR Annual Report represents an aggregate of services provided during the previous academic year. It includes sections on student counts, types of disabilities, the provision of accommodations, both in the classroom and testing environments, staffing, housing, accessible materials and media, and distance learning. Historically, the annual report is completed at the end of spring semester, covering data from the previous summer, fall, and spring. Data should be collected throughout the year to make the completion of the BOR Annual Report easier. The Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs will send notice in the spring alerting each USG institution of the due date for the BOR Annual Report. The BOR Annual Report informs the BOR on where resources are expended and what growth trends we are experiencing in the service of students with disabilities. The value of the longitudinal data leads to potential research and data that can be used to show trends. We have a historical perspective that is enhanced by each additional year of reported data. Center for Inclusive Design and Innovation, CIDI, formerly AMAC, is a unique member of the University System of Georgia. Housed at Georgia Tech, a unit of the College of Design, CIDI is a College Disability Support Office's full-service accessibility partner. Founded by the Board of Regents as a service center in the summer of 2006, CIDI is committed to the promotion of technological innovation and the development of user-centered research, products, and services for individuals with disabilities. As a research, service, and education center, CIDI addresses unmet needs in higher education, government, nonprofits, and corporations by providing accessible and inclusive environments for all. CIDI offers a variety of services to meet the individual needs of students with disabilities and the institutions serving them, including access to the following: textbooks, journals, brochures, PowerPoint files, workplace operating manuals, and annual reports in a variety of accessible electronic formats. Learning Ally audiobooks, electronic files requested from publishers, high-quality electronic and embossed Braille and tactile graphics, Braille text conversion and tactile graphics. CIDI specializes in math, science, and foreign language Braille transcription services. Accurate video captioning for educational or informational videos. Audio description of videos for visually impaired audiences. Real-time remote captioning for lectures and college events. The Student Accommodation Manager, SAM, available as a USG-sponsored application, USG SAM, or as a customized application, QuickBase SAM. Assistive technology software and hardware, including text-to-speech applications for use with e-text formats. Georgia's Assistive Technology Act program, Tools for Life, provides training, AT solutions, and AT assessments. Education, training, and technical assistance including online courses, workshops, and webinars. Website evaluations for accessibility. And a student portal for requesting textbooks and downloading completed orders. As a product by CIDI, the USG Student Accommodation Manager, USG SAM, represents an investment of the USG BOR in their support to all institutions' disability offices. The web-based application is designed to function as a data management tool, but its foundation is built upon the opportunity to collect, report, and aggregate valuable data representing the efforts and resources in supporting students with disabilities. While its value is broad, the application design can be beneficial in the hour-to-hour managements of a DSS office. USG SAM is intended to benefit institutions' DSS office at no additional cost. Designed by DSPs for DSPs and managed by a task force made up of DSPs, USG SAM is a point-and-click application where mastery does not require a technical background. During its creation and implementation, the guiding principles and functionality were attributed to the data sets from the Board of Regents Annual Report. Enhancements are dependent upon future sponsorship and/or funding. In the midst of learning all of your new responsibilities and tasks while supporting students with disabilities, USG SAM is available to help you juggle all of these new responsibilities at the click of a button. One more initiative of CIDI is Access GA, Georgia's Accessible ICT initiative. Its design and purpose is to support Georgia state agencies with information and communication technology, ICT, accessibility, promoting equal and timely access for employees and customers with a wide range of disabilities. Learn more about Access GA at the CIDI website. The national organization, AHEAD, boasts a membership of over 3,000, representing all 50 states and over 10 countries. In addition to its direct memberships, AHEAD has formal partnerships with 37 regional affiliates and numerous professional organizations. AHEAD members are actively engaged in service provision, consultation and training, and policy development on their campuses, and promote accessibility across the field of higher education and beyond. AHEAD offers trainings, conferences, management institutes, webinars, a Head Start, and a national listserv. Georgia has a chapter of AHEAD. The Georgia Association on Higher Education and Disability, Georgia AHEAD, is the local chapter of AHEAD. Around the time of the Americans with Disabilities Act legislation in 1989 and 1990, informal networking lunches were being held by disability service providers from several colleges and technical schools in Atlanta. Representatives from these campuses assessed the interest in forming a larger networking system. In the fall of 1991, the first professional networking and organizational meeting was held in Atlanta with 27 attendees. What was created is now known as Georgia AHEAD. Membership has grown to over 85 persons representing 2- and 4-year public and private colleges and technical schools around the state. The bylaws were instituted using the Constitution from AHEAD as a model. Georgia AHEAD provides annually the Georgia Association on Higher Education and Disability Evaluation Award. The financial award was established to assist students who demonstrate an outstanding need in paying the cost of an outside evaluation or an evaluation performed at one of the RCLDs. This award is for evaluation purposes only and is worth up to $500. Funding for this award is achieved through various fundraising functions held by Georgia AHEAD throughout the year, a good way to give back. As a new professional in Georgia, you are encouraged to take part in all Georgia has to offer. Visit other institutions' disability service offices, contact your colleagues. We are all here to help. Seek out or provide training, attend the RACDS meetings, or join AHEAD or Georgia AHEAD and present professionally. Contact CIDI and request information or schedule a time to come and visit CIDI. They are always happy to get to know people who have the same mission of serving students with disabilities. Thank you for your attention. This video and content was created by people in our state who were at one time new to their role and have a desire to support you in your new role. So please seek us out if you need anything.